Busy one for us today. It is another twofer. That's 2 gigs in one day, in case you didn't know. We are opening a festival in Bradford first at about 2:30. We have to be finished there at 4 so we can get back, load the car with all the other stuff, because the first gig is a plug and play. You can see we haven't got a lot of gear. But the second gig is in Leicester, and we do need all our gear, so we need to get home, repack the car, and get down to Leicester for about 6 o'clock. It's going to be a busy day. All set up and sound checked, pretty cool really. Never done a gig on the back of a lorry, so this should be really interesting. Crowd starting to come in. Really easy sound check. We know the guy that's doing it, Jamie, and it's his new big rig and it sounds really cool. Really easy setup. Really looking forward to it. Not really including any audio from this first gig, as the only place that I could put the camera was right near me on the stage. And it was just picking up loads of guitar cab. You can't really hear the PA because it's quite a way in front of us and it's very directional. So a lot of the audio from the gig sounds like I'm playing way out of time because of the delay from the PA and you're hearing the guitar cab first. But as you can see, pretty cool setup. It was super hot on the back of that trailer, a real sweat box. Not a lot of room to work with, there never is in these kind of things because you've got a lot of other bands working as well. So there's drum kits set up, there's other amps set up, there's gear all stored in the sides. We did have an issue because of how hot it was and the way that the sun was coming into the trailer. We got an overheating warning on the laptop saying that we needed to cool it down or it was going to shut down. That was kind of halfway through the set, so we had to makeshift something that was going to block out the sun just on the laptop to keep it a bit cool. I was a bit worried that it was going to happen to the Helix as well because the sun was coming directly down onto the Helix. It was getting really hot, but it just carried on absolutely fine, didn't miss a beat. We had a pretty decent crowd. We were opening the festival, so people were turning up and coming as we were starting, and it kind of filled up throughout the performance. But by the end of it, we had a full house, and we got really good reception for everything that we did. So all in all, a really good, enjoyable gig. Oh my days, gig done. That was one of the hottest gigs I've ever had to do. I'm pretty sure we've both got sunstroke.
And we used to live in hot countries and it was the hottest.
You just could not escape it. I mean, you might see on the footage, but the way that they got the trailer set up was just in direct sunlight, so it was just getting so hot on there, and then when you start moving about it just gets hotter and hotter and hotter, and there was like very little bits of shade that you could kind of hide in.
And the thing about playing on trailers and essentially the back of a lorry, that had been there since all morning, so it heated up, made into a little hot box even before we'd started.
Yeah, but gig done, really good gig. There were quite a few people there by the end of it. Good crowd. They seemed to really like everything that we did. It was using a friend of ours is doing the sound and all the PA, so we didn't really have to worry about that side of it. It sounded great. We just gave them a left and right. One more thing, you cannot see a Helix screen or the little scribble strips or the LEDs around the foot switches in sunlight. It is an absolute nightmare. You cannot tune, you don't know what pedals are on. Line 6, you really need to sort that out.
Sort it out, line 6.
So, gig done. The car is packed with the few bits that we had to take. We've now got to head back home, have a quick stop, maybe 10 minutes or so, get a quick bite to eat, a drink and what have you, pack the other bits and pieces that we need because the next gig is self-contained. Get back in the car, about a 2-hour drive down to Leicester.
Yeah.
Do that gig.
Aircon all the way.
Aircon all the way because we're just dying. Back home, we've probably got all of 10 minutes. Just need to repack the car now with all the other bits that we didn't take to the previous gigs, all the PA and lights and all that. Get out these clothes because I'm going to need them again for the next gig and head down to Leicester. back on the road. We had a quick stopover to have a bit of something to eat. Just the way it is. Because we're doing 2 gigs back to back really quickly, we haven't had a chance to stop and really eat, so we're just getting something on the road. Been travelling for about an hour, another hour to go. Everything seems a little bit rushed today, but that's often the way it is with these pub festival gigs. They're moving so many people about, and it's a live stage, and you've got to get on and off and get all the gear striked really quickly and get off stage so the next people can get on. So everything is kind of a bit of a rush. Another 50 minutes and we should be at the next venue.
Yes, your first Jim's before.
Set up and sound checked. Sounds pretty good in that room. It's a really odd shaped, kind of wide room though, so I'm not too sure how it's going to sound on the sides, but the middle sounds pretty cool, so that's good. We're both not feeling 100% though. I think we might have got a bit of sunstroke during the last gig.
A little bit.
We've got a bit of headache, not feeling too great, but we'll power through. The Red Bull's going to help for sure. Only 2 sets tonight. I think we've got quite a while before we're on, are we?
9:15.
9:15, so yeah, a little bit of a break to chill out, maybe have a little sleep before we go on. So far so good. First half done. Leicester, who knew? What a good crowd. Absolutely packed room. There's only standing room right at the back of the room. running the rig pretty hot. I don't think we've got a lot of headroom left in it. They've got some really old school lights that are like right above my head, and after being out in the sun this afternoon, they don't feel too good burning a hole in the top of my head. But really good. I'm really surprised. So looking forward to the second set. I think we've only got about 15-20 minutes or something, then we're back on, so all good.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the Bradford!
What a gig, what a crowd. They loved everything. Massive applause after every song. The only downside for me was I got off the stage to do the solo in Purple Rain and got on one of the tables, and it's quite a big high up stage, so when I jumped off, my wireless pack fell off the guitar and disconnected itself, and didn't realise what had happened. Got on the table, no sound.
And then I had to jump off with my bad knees and fix it.
She had to jump off, pass me the wireless pack, and then reconnected it all and carried it on like halfway through the solo, but they love seeing that kind of thing, so it was worth doing. But amazing, really, really enjoyed
Leicester
myself.
is where it's at.
Yeah, we would definitely be down here. Just gotta pack it all up and drive 2 hours home now, and then do it all over again tomorrow in
Wales.
Wales.
Better get our passports ready.